Good day, fellow Fae. Welcome back to Wood Dweller's Domain. I am the one and only Wood Dweller. Thank you so much for stopping by my neck of the woods today. I have been going through the emotions, the throes of it all. Lately, it's been extremely tough for me, given the circumstances in which I am currently dealing with. On top of that, the climate of this world that we are living in, for everyone, I think it's nuts right now, and especially for people who are not born with a silver spoon in their mouth and they have not formed the wealth that causes the world to suffer in return. So it's definitely been difficult. In that case, I do believe that we need to light up the dragon's blood incense. They had a pack of 40 at Walmart for 70, is it 49 cents? No, 75 cents. We need some cleansing. We need to cleanse. Okay? Happy Black History Month. I've been trying to keep up with the political situation going on. I'm going to put it right there. There we go. Insane. So I did randomly do this eyeshadow look. This part, because it was rather like chill at first, but I do like shading in certain parts. I just kind of felt like clowny today. I've been missing doing a lot of makeup. I have been getting boxes going in this place. My room is the last place to go. So it definitely still looks the same, but soon I will be packing up all of my makeup, all of my books, all of my jewelry, all of my everything, and sailing the 7 seas, which has been amazing. The thought of it is amazing. So I wanted to get on here to briefly talk and discuss. It's somewhat of what I would consider a chit chat with me. I feel like bro kind of getting a little deep. I've had so many people ask me about whether or not I'm going to get the rest done. And I gave myself a certain time frame and a certain level in my journey I'm supposed to be in order for me to then get the rest of my hair locked, in which I will. It seems exciting, to say the least. I'm super excited about that, but it's not anytime soon. I'm using it as a sort of like a motivator. And also I wanted to say I am on Blue Sky now. I wanted to update you guys on my social presence on here, or the lack thereof. How about that? So with TikTok, I was able to delete the app without realizing that the app is no longer in the App Store, and that's going to be something that's permanent, I guess, or maybe temporary until, I don't know, whatever they can figure out what's going on. TikTok, specifically what TikTok meant to me was a quick following. I had the highest amount of followers on TikTok than I did with any other online platform. Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook pages, like for my businesses and stuff, or services. And I mean, just, I was well celebrated on TikTok. I did have 2 TikTok accounts. One was specifically for face painting. I think I had a little bit over 200, maybe 300 followers on there, probably in between those numbers. But the main TikTok account that I had was Wood Dweller, and that one was extremely popular. I was able to give commentary on art, life, mental health, parenting, physical health, makeup, I mean, just anything. I was able to freely find people who also were artistic or musically inclined, or people of different backgrounds. For example, me being African American, me being raised on my mother's side of the family, I was not able to be raised on my father's side, of course, and my father is of West Indian descent. So his father is from the West Indies, and my culture was something that was distant to me as I was growing up, but I made it a big deal, and I celebrated it as soon as I got the autonomy to do so, which was in my mid to later teens, and finding other people of West Indian descent and like actual real people, and being able to just get feedback and go back and forth about different subjects with all types of people, all different types of people, learning about the world, seeing firsthand how women are treated in other countries, seeing how laws are being passed, and things of that sort. It gave me like a firsthand bird's eye view of what's happening in this world, and it helped me to really understand why, as a kid, I decided to identify myself with punk rock and the anarchy movement when I was as early as middle school. So Green Day was one of my favorite bands growing up, and they definitely have their fair share of speaking out on different things throughout their music, and it just gave me like an injection of hope, because I feel like society is waking up, and we're starting to see as a whole that the government's not really for us. They never have been. I mean, I say that like I'm not a black woman right now. I'm used to that. I knew what it was from the jump. It's not something that's surprising to me, but I do believe that it's very shocking to see white women on this end of the scale, only because of the privilege that a lot of people feel like they hold within the United States, etc. But I will say that it has made me feel more reunited. Not reunited, but united with other people in this journey. Really quickly, I wanted to say that there are different programs, nonprofit organizations that you can find locally. I wanted to specifically bring up this golden website called findhelp.org. If you are in search of anything, food, shelter, any sort of, you need clothing, you need money for school, you need bus passes, you need whatever you need, go on this website and then put in your zip code. The zip code in which you live currently, the zip code in which it has maybe on your identification, not your passport. Your passport doesn't have your zip code. Actually, let me double check, because I got my passport like 2 years ago. Yeah, definitely no zip code. Let's see. Yeah, none. But I will say it does have the state in which I was born. Yeah, place of birth. But I will say that the lady spelled my name incorrectly, so I have to go back and get it changed for the sake of this whole entire thing. But I will show you the picture. It looks nothing like me right now. There we go. That's so funny. That was me with a wig on. That's not even my name. Marion. That's not my name. It's a cute name, but it's not mine. The date of expiration is 2031. Great, that's awesome. So yeah, put your zip code in, look at what you have to work with, and I will admit that a lot of these programs do take time. Some of them have instant funding, but due to the recent events, I'm not sure specifically. I would just, the word of encouragement I would give is to be patient, but be very diligent on filling out multiple applications for different programs, multiple different ones for the things that you need. Next, I wanted to say, recently, there is it's a program specifically geared towards the Latino community in like my local city. Latinx, I feel like. I don't know, I've been seeing forums talk about that's a good word to describe everyone, but then again, some people are offended by that. I saw someone joking about being offended, so I was like, okay, I don't know, let me just wait it out to see, instead of like directly asking people, because I don't know how someone would feel about that. But I signed up for this one program where they give you whatever medications you need, whether it's pain. I saw where you could do vitamins, you can do supplements, you can fill it out and tell them what you need. I was able to do that, and I thought it was really cool. And as I'm going to the table that the representative tells me to go to, I hear a voice in the right side of my ear, and that voice goes, "Mariah?" And I turn around and I see that it's my childhood friend. I'm elated to see him, but him and I have always been a little bit of, like, we've always questioned authority in the appropriate way, of course, because we grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we grew up. And I always thought he was the coolest person ever, and I looked at him as though like a brother slash cousin figure, but he is of Mexican descent, and we kind of both had a moment of, you know, I've not seen him since we were kids, and then here we are now in our 30s, and everything that we had talked about, you know, because we both were into punk and stuff like that, is really coming to fruition for us. We were just kids back then, and it's like that for a lot of people, and it's actually like really scary. I just want to quickly shout out Mexico. Him and his family are from Mexico, but also historically Mexico has had enslaved African American peoples back a time or two in history, and I've always shouted out Mexico. So let me just quickly shout out everybody who has been dealing with anxiety times 10. We are really, this is a very interesting time, to say the least. So there's that. I will say, however, recently I have been preparing to move to my next journey. All the signs are there for me to build. This year is building. This year is putting to rest the previous years, the previous mistakes that I've made. And I'm actually really excited, also scared. I find that I'm forcing myself to move forward when really my natural instinct is to stay complacent and stay backwards. I'm scared, but I am here, and I am ready for change, and I'm ready for happiness. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Black women minding your business and upholding your self-care movement. So that's really actually exciting, because I feel like I've been the type of person that has always cared about everybody around me, and then I come last. So after this video, I will be soaking my feet and preparing myself for a new nail polish color. Although I've been wanting to save for this like really awesome nail kit, which I will be starting to do my nails alone by myself. Obviously I don't go to the store and get them done, never do. And if I do and they're ever done in these videos, they are press-ons. I never get my nails done. The only time I have is when people have gotten them done for me. Like they'll say, hey, I want to get you, help you get your nails done. So here's a gift card or whatever for Mother's Day or whatever. But so self-care is something that I'm going to be doing constantly, even if I have to force myself, which I have. My hair color came out pretty good. I don't know if you can see that little bit of glitter in my hair, but I have been hearing that glitter froze is a thing that a lot of people want to make like a true statement or like a trend. Well, specifically with my character that I created a few years back, she automatically had green hair but also glitter, so I added glitter. I can't find it now, I have no clue where it is. This is the blue glitter, but I do have a green one somewhere in here. I feel like maybe oh, there it is. I need to get more. This is how much glitter I use. The green, it's gone. The green glitter the green glitter is gone because I use it so much on my face and hair. But glitter froze have been a thing for me since a few years back. Like when I started going to Aveda is when I started dusting glitter in my hair, but for the character's sake. But it's a really fun thing to do, especially when the light hits it. I've gotten so many compliments about my hair lately. There's the purple. I know you can see it with my grays, but yeah, I just feel refreshed and I'm just ready for this journey. Weight loss is something that is also self-care too. I just wanted to add that in. And yes, I'm hoping for my procedures to go great too that are coming up. And I just really appreciate everybody for being patient on this channel. I know that I just randomly started doing really awesome on this channel and being very persistent on filming and uploading, and then all of a sudden I fell off the face of the earth. Unfortunately, as much as I would love for this to be, I am not truly a magical creature in real life when it comes to having to deal with misogyny, capitalism, consumerism, greedy landlords, just all of this stuff, health problems. So that's kind of a good reason as to why I've not been frequent, but that will be changing. So today specifically I wanted to wow you guys and tell you about my experience today. I decided to go to this event called Puppet Palooza. I'm getting it confused with something else. Puppet Palooza 2025. We had gone before. I usually take my sucklings. We always go, and they were so excited about it today. I pushed myself to go even though I wanted to stay. The introvert, no crowds, no people kind of vibe. But I said, you know what, I'm going to push myself. So I went. First and foremost, I snuck behind their backs and I bought tickets to a performance. It's a theater performance. They have them twice a day, I think. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. The performance was called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which I've seen those books around constantly. I know my oldest has thumbed through them, but her response to it was, I can't say that I like these books or these series of books because he just has such a depressing life. That's what she says about the main character. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna get the tickets. So I got them. And we went to the performance and it was amazing. It made me so happy to be in a theater. For those of you who don't know, I am an ex-theater kid. I took theater class when I went to Providence High School briefly. That was the one class that really made me feel like I could not really be me for a good minute and sort of embody other beings or other concepts without the fear of judgment due to everyone's doing the same thing. We're all yelling at the top of our lungs. We're all, the project is that we all speak in a different accent, or we do some embarrassing improv that we have to think of within like a 15-second period. So it was amazing. The costuming, the versatility of the characters, the singing, I mean, it was so adorable. They had characters that you kind of fell in love with, and then my main character that stood out to me was the guy who played the super nerdy, dorky guy who didn't really have friends, and then he changed into this like pop idol singer who wore like these really cute pink sparkly clothes and was just like, I forget the song, it's about animals. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest thing. The versatility in that actor was amazing. Loved it. I love the concept of versatility. I love, love, love the concept of duality, opposites but being the same at the same time. It's amazing. Okay, that's a concept that stands out to me very prominently in art, in movies, whatever. So I get out of the theater, and then there's a puppet show. These puppets, I'm gonna insert pictures here right now. These puppets were beautiful. Took my breath away. And as I'm looking at these puppets, a lady comes up behind me and she's like, "Hi, are you their older sister?" And I'm sitting there like, okay, who's they? Because like, I don't really see anybody else who I could look like their older sister. And so then I asked her again, I'm like, well, who are you speaking about? And she points at both of my offspring. Theirs. Are you their older sister or something? And I'm like, I was like, that's actually really sweet. But in fact, no, I am not their older sister. I am in fact their mother. And she was like, "This is your mom?" And she like kind of nudged my youngest. And she was like, "Uh-huh," like, "That's my mom." And she's like, "Wow, your mom is a trendsetter." And she starts going down the list of pretty much what she sees in front of her, before her. She's like, the hair, the afro, and the makeup, and the Doc Martens, I mean, and I'm just like, and I just, first and foremost, one thing that's been brought to my attention a lot is how much of a political statement, how much of an inspiration, how much energy that the aura that I bring off to people, especially in person. Online it's different, but when people are near me, I just think in my head, I'm thinking I'm just doing this random thing. I'm just forcing myself out of the house to combat my agoraphobia. I'm just pushing myself so that I can do better. And yet and still, I'm giving people inspiration. I didn't know that. Not right off. That's not initially what I think. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, that was like the sweetest compliment that anybody's ever told me. I was like instantly, "No, I'm an old lady." And she goes, "No, I'm an old lady." And I'm looking at her like, first of all, your skin looking good. I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but I'm pretty sure you're about 10, maybe 15 years older than me, but she probably was older because she has that elastic compound in the skin that makes it still look supple, which is a high dosage of melanin. So We were just sitting here like going back and forth, and I was just like, thank you so much. Like, that is so sweet. I'm always very humbled by people's reactions of me. One video I'm gonna make is a response to a YouTuber on here about black hair, black natural hair, black women in wigs. I would love to get into that conversation. I'm not going to hold back on these subjects because I do feel like I have a lot of input. Okay. A lot of input. So if you're interested in watching that, stay tuned. I do want to do that stuff after I leave, though. I do want to, like, I have an unboxing to do, and I really want to do that in a few weeks. Just given how busy I'm about to be and how crazy this is going to get revved up. But the main reason after that exchange, of course, it was amazing. I just felt happy, for one, because it's the first day of Black History Month, and we out here. We still here. We still here in the building, boy. Okay. We in the building and we ain't going nowhere, boy. Okay. Calm down. Simmer down. Dang. Back to the subject at hand. This artist, the motherly duties called, back with another one. When I saw these large handcrafted puppets, I knew that the fabric had to be recycled. This was done ethically. This was handmade, nothing a machine could ever do. I was extremely inspired instantly. Inspired instantly. I saw this guy standing next to a table with a bunch of like paper mache, possibly clay masks, some really well made sealant, Mod Podge, I don't know, something that was really upper scale. This was so well made. And the first time I tried, I was trying to inquire about the books and like who was behind the face behind this deal. Another lady was like talking to him, so I like walked off, did something, and then came back, of course, and it was just him. And I was asking, you know, like, is this your, like, is this you right here, like, pretty much? And he was like, yes, actually it is. And I asked him very politely, I said, can I shake your hand? And he goes, yes. And I just like shook his hand and I said, amazing work. I mean, this is beautiful. And I'm probing to just hear anything that he was willing to tell me in regards to this art. I saw stacks of books on his table, and it was the same book. It was just a black book. And I asked him about the book, you know, are these at the library for us to rent, like to check out? And he goes, actually, no, they're not at the library. And I was contemplating on giving the library one of them so that people could have them to check out. And I said, okay, let me take a picture really quick so that I can keep it like on my to-do list for when the library registers this book through them and stuff. And he goes, you know what? He picks up the book and he places it in my hand. And I was like, I was sitting there, I was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was just sitting there like, I think I was so flabbergasted that I didn't put two and two together. And I was trying to figure out who he was, but at the same time, there were so many people there that I didn't notice that he is literally Donovan Zimmerman. This is who I met. And I was just like, I'm sorry, y'all. I know that they have iPad kids now, but like, if you're like older, like me, and even older than me, you know what a book kid is, like a picture book kid. Okay, I'm talking about stimulation from the pictures in books, and when you're an artsy kid and you sit back and you study books. When he handed me this book, I was like, are you serious? And I know for a fact I fangirled, and I didn't even ask for an autograph. That's the crazy part about it. I didn't put two and two together. I had to go home and Google. And I was like, wait a second. But you know what? I have seen his work on Instagram, and I thought that I was already following the account. I thought so, because when I saw this parade out in the woods with these crazy, cool, eclectic, stellar ass, like, giant puppets, I could have sworn I was following them already. But you know how pages steal each other's like content? They'll steal content from other pages, and then they'll like, maybe that could have been something. So now I got to go through my followers on my Instagram. Follow my Instagram. I asked him for a hug, and he gave me a hug. Honestly, I think he could see how much my inner child was like wide-eyed. And I don't mean to do that on purpose. Unfortunately, I feel like since I'm still on my healing journey, that inner child comes out a lot. And sometimes people, over time, people are so annoyed of it, and they're so tired, and they're just like, ugh. And then some people are like, yeah, sure. But it's not something I'm doing on purpose. And I kind of wish that I didn't do it, because it could be seen as like a manipulation tactic now that I'm thinking about it. Because first of all, I didn't even expect him to hand me this book. This is paper hand. Puppet Interventions with Cardboard, Cloth, and Clay. Donovan Zimmerman and Jane Berger. Jan. Sorry, it doesn't have an E. This is wild to me. I mean, he just in the woods with this. Like, yo, what's good, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, meeting people that do stuff like this. And like, there's this one play. There's this one part of a play. It's like in a movie. And it's super like spacey and artsy, and it has like a lot of like dead air. But it's like in the movie. But I think this movie is called not The Witch, Love Witch. And it's like the theatrical portion of this movie that gives it like an eerie, artsy, avant-garde read between the lines, abstract sort of vibe. Love that classic shit, bro. Love that classic shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I couldn't stop hugging him. I will admit, I think I hugged him probably twice. And I think he's extremely confident as an artist. And to me, I think he's used to that reaction. You know, and so, but very well deserved. Very well deserved reaction. I'll play the video of the turtle. They had like a turtle there, and it was made out of, like, I could tell it was like paper or cardboard, I think. And you know, you can process cardboard too, and I have a lot of people that I follow, and they do, like, there's a shop, I don't know where it is in the United States, but there's a shop where you can donate items like plastic things, rubber, and people can come there, and it's like essentially what you can use these products for is art. And the things that I have recycled, I'm so excited to start this journey over. Oh my god, I'm so excited to have the space and the availability to do these things. I'm probably going to upload this after. There's some stuff that I need to sort out, safety concerns, things like that. But I just wanted to share with you all the beauty in resilience and in doing the small stuff. The small stuff today was for me to get out. It was for me to do my makeup and push myself to do something that I knew I should be doing, like going out and enjoying other people and being a part of the arts. Wow. Those talented actresses and actors, they were young. A lot of them were young. Some of them were older. I've seen them before. The one that played the mom, I've seen her before. She was in another play, and I'm just like, these performances are amazing. This is really capturing the soul of the young child that I used to be, desiring so badly to perform at Blumenthal Theater and to take classes and do what I wanted to do. It's only giving me more power. This is an extremely valuable lesson. Persisting on is something that you must do, even though it's hard. This was a learning lesson. This was a beautiful learning lesson. I've already started reading the first page. I just want to try to read the first page. Not really the first page. Let's say 2 or 3 paragraphs, right? Because it really just like stuck with me. Welcome to the World of Paper Hand by Gary Phillips. Oh my God. A world inhabited by elemental beings and the kindness of trees by pilgrims on a spiritual journey. Magical junkyards, playful robots, mother dragons, wise witches. The complex world of insects, reluctant heroes, and mythical creation stories. Here, among other treasures, you will find a story about the love affair between a rushing river and a mighty oak tree, and the feminine divine rises over and over to the benefit of every creature and storyteller. Pollyanna does not rule here. I'm not sure what that is. There are also, I've never heard that word before. There are also rapacious developers and world destroyers, death riders on stilts, the devastating effects of greed and human cruelty, and scariest of all, white men in suits. It took me a while to get what I was trying to do, okay? Because I will admit, reading to myself is a bit easier, but like when I'm sounding things out and saying them on camera, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if I wasn't on camera, because like I read to my kids every single night and it's never like that. But that's just the first 3 paragraphs of the book. Very enchanting, very magical, very stimulating. Concepts of whimsy being thrown about. Very my kind of thing, okay? Mine, okay? When I read that, I was just like, you know what? Hell yeah. I will say, if you want to support this channel, always follow my social medias. I will have them down below. If you want to go further in support by sharing any of my content to any of these platforms, unaltered of course, please do so. Definitely link it back to the YouTube, or any of my photos if you want to share them on your story. Also, I'm looking for an affordable photographer in Charlotte, Matthews, Belmont, preferably Charlotte right now area. If you are a photographer, if you know anyone who is very affordable, let me know. Really need a photographer. I need to update a lot of my photos. I've not taken a professional portrait in a while, and I have some costuming I want to do and some really beautiful photos that I would like to do, especially after it warms up. Y'all, I'm just like, oh, anyway. Anyways. I love y'all, man. Like, I really do. I love y'all. Thank you for the few people that still comment on some of my posts. If you want to help me out further, here's some information that I have here, and I also have a link to the help me out further tab in the bottom in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for chilling with me, y'all, in my neck of the woods today. There will be more. My neck of the woods will be relocating, and you will no longer find me in those neck of the woods, because I will then be in a new neck of the woods. So, love you so much. Stay diligent, stay consistent. The last thing you need to do right now is to isolate. That's something I've been doing a lot, and I'm finding that currently not isolating has been helping me immensely, to the point where now I go to the park and film or read on my yoga mat and just stretch even, and I feel like that's a great way to also meet people when you're out too. So yeah, just sending love, everybody. Please take care of yourself. Please drink, please eat, please. There are so many churches around that give away free groceries and food and meals too. If you're in Charlotte and you need any help with figuring that out, I do have a PDF of the current soup kitchens that I do have. Just email me and I can send that to you as well. Charlotte, North Carolina, or if you're anywhere in North Carolina and would like to utilize these services, please let me know. Email me and I will give it to you. Just say, hey, the PDF for the food banks, or like the churches with the groceries, whatever, and I can give you what I have. Love you so much. Take care of yourselves. Community is all that matters right now. Do y'all remember that thing that they used to do in like those old movies? Hurrah! Hurrah! Anyway. Y'all, we got this. We the people. We the people. Love you.